Hello and welcome to another episode of Comment Chaos Live with me, Christian Rauchwald, on this sunny Thursday afternoon. I hope you all had a great week so far. As always, in Comment Chaos Live, we can talk about questions that you have and questions that we have in my YouTube comments. But before we get started, as always, we'll have to get the usual disclaimer out of the way. Everything that I share in this live stream / video is my personal opinion and in no way financial or professional advice of any kind. You should always do your own research, consult certified professionals, draw your own conclusions, and make your own decisions. With that said, we'll jump into Agora Pulse, the tool that I'm using to manage my comments on YouTube. And we can hide the welcome message, 1 second. And so if you have any questions specifically that you're looking to get the answers to, if I can answer them, feel free to share them in the chat. If you're wondering, there is a requirement, you have to be a subscriber to the channel for at least 1 day, simply to prevent people from just spamming the chat with crypto spam and scam offers and so on. So here we have the first comment. I mean, most comments about Pi Network, but obviously if you have some other questions, topics you want to talk about, share them in the chat. Someone sent me 14 Pi. Does that mean my account is compromised? Yeah, obviously not. Just because somebody sends you coins doesn't mean anything. As long as you never shared your passphrase, so your passphrase, seed phrase, mnemonic phrase, that's those are synonyms. So the 24-word combination that you got when you created your wallet the first time. Unless you shared that with someone or entered it on some shady website, your wallet is secure and not compromised. Blah, blah, blah. There we have somebody that also is offended because I don't think global consensus value is bullshit. It is bullshit. Like whoever believes that. But yeah, I'm not gonna. So like, we're gonna answer this to. No, didn't want to do that. 1 second. Items reviewed. So can I unreview that? No, okay, so that's a pity. So you said global consensus values is bullshit. Tell me, bro, what is your intentions? Look at those new pioneers with 1 Pi. Nobody gonna buy stuff with 1 Pi. You either know what you're gonna do, blah 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 blah, and stop promoting your webpage. God, what kind of moron are you? Do your research, please. So if you're curious about Pi's global, hi Anna, about Pi's global consensus value that is circulating somewhere, check out yesterday's episode or the episode before that from Tuesday. We talked quite a lot about it. I'm not going to go into it today. But just for the sake of completion here, the website he's referring to is Trade Your Pi, which is obviously not my website, but it's simply a provider. So one of the many vendors that accepts Pi in exchange for goods, so where you can spend your Pi coins that I reviewed in one of my videos in the past. As so often, I'm gonna share all my videos about Pi Network with you guys, so you can just jump to the playlist and find the video that answers specific questions directly. And here we're actually just gonna quickly now where is it? Come on there. Here, okay, so first this, and then where is it, then that. So seriously, anybody that runs around and talks about Pi being worth $314,000 is, as I said, like either stupid, delusional, or trying to scam you in some way. Circling back here, how to make money through crypto? That's a very, very loaded question that we probably will not be able to answer in a simple stream. Obviously, there are a bunch of ways how you can make money, but so you have to differentiate. So first of all, you have, for example, projects like Helium Network, You can check out, if you get on my channel, you'll find a bunch of videos, yeah, which require you to buy and install a Helium hotspot, and then for operating that hotspot, you will earn right now still mobile and IoT tokens, but in, I don't know, or actually maybe already it switched back to HNT. So depending on how well you install your hotspot and a bunch of other criteria, you earn more or less HNT, and that you can then sell. So this, by operating one or more hotspots and so on, you can, for example, earn money or make money with crypto. Yeah, so that's one thing. Yeah, then there is, for example, let's check if I find the video. That's probably my Coin playlist. Yeah. Coin yeah, so again, I have not set up, I have to quickly take a note because otherwise I forget, so that I set up my phone screen sharing so I can actually share my phone screen. OBS phone screen sharing setup, so sorry. Coin is an app that you run on your phone and it uses your location data. It has to run in the foreground, and for running it, you then earn coin, yeah? And it makes sense if you move a lot. So if you work as a, I don't know, Uber driver or something like that, or anything that moves a lot, truck drivers and so on, then CoinApp actually has a more than decent output. Personally, I have it running on a spare phone that's just on a shelf there, and it runs 24/7, yeah? And then whenever you have 10,000 coin, you can exchange them for $5 worth of XYO tokens. So for every 10,000 coin, you get $5 worth of XYO that you can sell. Yeah. So there are a bunch of projects out there, and Helium and CoinApp are just two of them that for doing something, CoinApp doesn't require an investment. You just need the app. Again, check out the videos that I shared the playlist already in the chat. Check out the videos that explain how it works and so on. And then you earn coin. You're not going to get rich from it. If you, I mean, you might get, in quotes, lucky long term. As you can see, there has been a huge rally. So if you have been, it was already higher at some point in the past. But if you diligently use the app and every time you reached the 10,000 coin, redeemed it, you obviously got a lot of coin because the value was so low. So you get $5 worth of XYO. So back here, you got more XYO than you would have gotten here, for example, yeah. And if it then continues to rise further, obviously everything, the $5 that you earned here, if you don't sell it instantly, but you collect it, well, then suddenly $5 turn into, I don't know, 100 or more, yeah. So, but it doesn't require any real effort. And however, if you're not moving, if you just have a device laying somewhere, it will probably bring you, I don't know, let's guesstimate $50 per year, yeah, just for having your spare phone connected there. So yeah, there are similar things. So other than Helium, CoinApp, there is WeatherXM, there is Demo, there is apps like Honeygain. You can browse my channel, as said. There are a bunch of videos about those. So that just for setting something up, in some cases buying a device that then provides a service, in other cases just running an app, will earn you crypto, yeah? And how much you earn depends always on the app, what exactly it does, and in some cases then how good your setup is, in quotes, yeah? Outside of that, you can obviously make money by trading crypto, just like you can make money by trading stocks, yeah? And yeah, that's pretty much it. What I do for a living, well, among other things, I have this YouTube channel, I have a trading YouTube channel, I have a gaming YouTube channel. My wife and I operate a small software business, yeah, and so on. We do a lot of affiliate marketing, so yeah, like I do a bunch of things, yeah. So, but yeah, so I think we covered that. So as said, like if you have more specific questions, I'm happy to answer them. But just if you generally ask how can I make money, that's not really a very, very good question, yeah. So, but the points I shared with you should already give you something to look into. You obviously have to be willing to also put in some effort because nobody's going to do the work for you. So you have to, yeah, like take what I shared with you, look into it, pick the things that fit your requirements or situation, and then build on top of that, yeah. Yeah, like that's always nice. Positive feedback, much appreciated. I want to sell my PiCoin. That just gets people a ban, because if you cannot even bother to read the rules of the enclosed mainnet and pay attention to any of the videos where I clearly point out doing the enclosed mainnet, trying to exchange your Pi for fiat or cryptocurrencies, which means selling it directly, is a violation of the rules. Yeah, German, I lost my wallet. Phrase, it's literally answered in the video, but I get that maybe if English is not your strong suit, then I probably will reply to that later. How to verify my Pi wallet in Pi browser. There is no verification. There's just, you know, your passphrase, so your mnemonic phrase, the 24-word combination, and with that you can unlock your wallet. Anybody that asks you, you need to verify your wallet first before you can sell them your coins or so, is scamming you. They send you to a fake website where you are hopefully dumb enough to enter your passphrase, and then they clean out your wallet. Yeah. Hope you've been migrated. Yeah, I've been migrated. Yep. So I got the first coins migrated already back here in a year ago, actually. So before, more than a year ago. So when I made the videos that showed the first 2 vendors that I covered. Yeah. I got a question, please answer. If I got 1,000 coins and if I locked up 100% of them for 2 weeks, does that mean I can only withdraw my Pi after 2 weeks after it arrived in my Pi wallet? Exactly. Yeah, the lockup is in effect from the day the coins hit your wallet. So if you pick the 3-year lockup and your coins are transferred to your wallet today, then they will be locked till the 30th of January 2028. Yeah. So that's what the lockup means. I think, like, so on one hand, the lockup is quite self-explanatory because it means locking up your coins. There are, however, 2 things that people might miss or just don't pay attention to, or that might not be too transparent. So first of all, as said, the lockup starts the moment your coins get migrated, not the moment you make the setting. So if you make your setting right now, but then it still takes 3 months until you get your coins, then that's when the lockup will start to count down. Yeah. It's obviously a lockup, which means it cannot be ended early because otherwise it would not be a lockup. And the second thing is that some people overlook, although it's clearly written, is if the lockup gives you a 300% bonus, it doesn't mean if you have 1,000 coins locked up that you will get 300% interest on those 1,000 coins. It means that you get a 300% boost on your mining rate during that period. So if you lock coins up, but then you don't push the button every day, you got exactly nothing because you didn't mine, which means you got 300% bonus on 0 mining speed. So yeah. And yeah. I lost my phone. I have backup my Pi wallet with fingerprint. I have used my friend phone to open wallet and it opened after some days. Another of my friend phone couldn't access the wallet with the same password. Okay, it's like hard to understand. Yeah, like, I mean, I get the idea, but basically, if you cannot unlock the wallet with the passphrase that you wrote down, then you have the wrong passphrase. It's simple as that. Yeah, it might be that there's some technical connection issue or so that if you try an hour later, it works then. Okay, possible, unlikely, but possible. But if you try over 2 or 3 days and you cannot unlock your wallet in the Pi browser, when you click on wallet and you enter the passphrase, then you simply did not write down the right passphrase, which means you either missed the word, which would be very, very bad, or you have a typo, which could be fixed. So you can look up Stellar BIP word phrase or BIP 39 word list. If you look for that, that should be the word list. And then you can compare the list of words that you wrote down with the words that are listed here to see if maybe you have a typo. Yeah. And that might solve the problem. If you, however, forgot, so there are 24 words and you maybe only wrote down 22, or let's say you wrote down 23, well, then there is already more than 2,000 possible combinations that you would need to try for the 24th word. And that's assuming that you forgot the last word. Yeah. If you forgot 2 words, there's already more than 4 million possible combinations, and you will never manually be able to figure out the missing 2 words. Yeah. So, yeah, it comes down to this. Yeah. It's like there are close to 10 million migrated pioneers, and there's maybe, I don't know, over the last year, I've maybe seen 20, and that would be rounding up, comments that say my passphrase doesn't work. Yeah. If there would be a technical issue and of some kind, then there would be hundreds or thousands of comments and posts on Reddit and so on. So if you cannot unlock your wallet with the right with the passphrase you wrote down, then you made the mistake writing it down. Yeah, either you forgot a word or you have a typo. ideally, you just have a typo, because that you can easily compare and fix. If you forgot a word, you're pretty much shit out of luck. You can go and create a new wallet and update your mainnet checklist, and whatever coins you had in your old wallet you can consider as lost for now. Yeah. If you have some tech skills, you could obviously go through the effort of writing a script that interacts with the blockchain to basically test the missing words. But again, even for 2 words that you're missing, there are more than 4 million combinations you have to go through. Yeah. And yeah, there's not much else to say. Last but not least, I've mentioned it the last couple of times, no, not calculator, notepad. You should secure your passphrase. So it has to be stored securely, and writing it down like this, word 1, word 2, word 3, and storing it as a document on your phone or computer or in your notes app or so is not secure. Taking a screenshot of your passphrase / mnemonic phrase / seed phrase is not secure. Yeah. So anything that can be read directly without needing any kind of extra password or isn't stored offline or so is not secure. Yeah. So I understand theoretically, if you write it down on a piece of paper and you don't have a safe at home, then it's also not secure, because any person that grabs that piece of paper could access your wallet, or maybe whatever, your partner, your mom, whoever lives with you, shares the apartment or house with you, mistakenly throws it away. So that's also not really secure. Yeah. So while offline storage would be the best solution, and there the best solution would actually be if you write down half or a third of the passphrase, or actually engrave it in metal. So there are metal passphrase backup. There are tools like the Tracer Metal Key, but you see it's €100. Bitcoin wallet, crypto wallet for €13. So where you basically with a specific pen engrave it on metal. Yeah. So if you do that, then you also shouldn't write down all 24 words on one. But the perfect thing would be if you have multiple metal engravings, and then maybe you write down the first 8 words on one, then word 9 to 16 on 2, and 17 to 24 on the third. And then you store them in 3 different locations. Ideally, that would be 3 different bank depository boxes or deposit boxes or whatever they are called. But obviously that costs money, it's inconvenient and so on. Yeah. So if you have to store it on your device because you don't have access to a bank deposit box and whatever, at least use a password manager, like for example, 1Password. Yeah. 1Password works in a way that you also get a PDF printout with a secure key that you have to store. But to actually access your account, somebody would need your email address, that secure key, and your master password. So by picking a secure master password, and by not using your regular email address, but by using an alias. So if your regular email address is firstname@something.com, you would have some random, I don't know, mickey.mouse87@something.com email address that you only use for 1Password. So for your password manager, a secure password that the longer the better, and obviously upper, lowercase, and special characters. And then it's no problem if you have the secret key printed out, stored at home, because even if somebody breaks into your apartment and they find that secret key, they still don't know which email you used, since you didn't use your default email, and they don't know your master password. So all your data stored in the password manager would still be secure. Yeah. Additionally, like for example, with 1Password, if I use it on my MacBook and I use it on my iPhone or on my Windows computer, even if I lose that piece of paper with the secure key, I can look it up on one of my other devices. Yeah. So it's obviously offline would be the most secure solution. And like if it's, however, offline is, so offline doesn't mean printing it out and storing it in a piece of paper at home, because again, if you store your passphrase just on a piece of paper at home, anybody that breaks in, anybody that visits you, if they find that piece of paper, they have instant access to your wallet. Yeah. Whereas again, if you at least have so offline would mean engraved and then stored on some different locations, super inconvenient, but super secure. Yeah. And the compromise would be password manager, like 1Password or so, that has multiple levels. So everything should be stored in an encrypted way. And the encryption shouldn't just rely on your email and your password, but it should have some third thing, like 1Password has their secret key that is generated when you sign up. It's shown to you in a PDF that you can download and print. And that PDF you also obviously shouldn't store on your computer so that somebody could potentially fetch it. And then 1Password doesn't keep a copy of that secret key either. So yeah, like obviously there will be people that will say, no, don't store it in a password manager. But personally, I consider that's the compromise solution. Yeah, a good password manager will also cost you some money. 1Password, I think, comes at around $5 per month. So that's $60 per year. But it offers so many great benefits, like allowing you to really use unique passwords for each website. And you don't have to remember a single one. You just have to remember your master password for 1Password, yeah, and a bunch of other things, yeah. Anna is asking if I offer courses for trading. No, yeah, like so. I do have my trading YouTube channel where I share how I manage my small portfolio and the strategy I'm using, but I do not offer courses. Maybe at some point in the future, yeah, but honestly, I lack the time for it. And in most cases, when people offer courses, it's basically to make money with courses. So imagine this: if I'm a great trader and I achieve, let's say, 30% return per year, yeah, nobody will achieve like 100 or 200 or 300% every month or week or something. It's just not sustainable, yeah. But if I would beat the markets every year, yeah, why would I spend my time to work on a course and record a course and promote a course when I can just put my money in my portfolio and just manage my portfolio and make more money this way without having to deal with customer service, people complaining, people asking questions, and so on, yeah. So there are courses out there that are good, but in most cases that means they are for free, so people are sharing like just giving away basic strategies or sharing what they are doing. There might even be one or two paid courses out there that are worth watching or so, but in most cases you can find all the information that you need yourself. There are books that you can grab that don't cost a lot. Some of them you can read for free and so on. And then it's finding your own style, because also the right trading strategy has a lot to do with which assets do you want to invest, which assets can you invest, because depending on your country, not everything might be available to you, or only available with too high fees. What's your investment horizon? So do you want to day trade, or are you willing to invest long term? How much capital do you have available? Because if I trade, I don't know, NASDAQ options, for example, and you have $200 for trading, then you cannot copy whatever I'm doing either, because I'm not trading NASDAQ options, just saying as an example, because you wouldn't have the capital needed to do it properly. If the broker I'm using is not available to you, then you will have to deal with different interfaces, different fees, different available instruments. Yeah. So if I'm scalping, so just trading very small swings on one broker with low fees, but you on some broker like, I don't know, Robinhood or eToro or so with higher fees, then even if you copy every trade exactly, I make money and you lose because your fees are higher. So so that's about trading courses. I don't offer any. Maybe someday I will, but then it would be probably no, it might still be a trading course. My wife says YouTube course, yeah, but it might then be just showing basics of the strategy I'm using and how they apply and help me. And if it's a paid course, so there's one issue. People don't appreciate what they get for free. If you give somebody a free course, most people don't bother actually going through the course because they didn't invest anything, so they lose motivation really quick. Yeah. So if I would publish a course, I probably would make it a paid course, but I probably would also then price it, I don't know, like anywhere from $7 to $97 or so. So that it's affordable, but so that people feel, okay, they paid some money and have more incentive to actually complete the course. Yeah. But at the moment, I don't have any courses in that direction. So yeah, need something to drink, losing my voice. Hi, Rasul Mohammadi. Please check out the episode from yesterday and from the day before. There we talked like combined probably half an hour about the price of Pi. Yeah. So today there's like 5 minutes left in the stream, and since we covered it yesterday and the day before, I just don't feel like repeating the whole discussion again. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much the answer to that, I guess, yeah, for now. Yeah, it's no problem. So no problem at all. Like, I mean, that's what I'm here for. That's why we have the live streams. And if I would have more time, I probably would go through the whole topic again today as well. But yeah, that comment here is to a video about Pi, so about the price of Pi and so on. And the comment is that it's not listed, which is technically true and actually not true, because obviously we already have the Pi IOUs, so which are not. So that's technically real Pi. It just doesn't exist. Yeah, so it's exchanges just say we have that amount of Pi that we already allow users to buy and trade with. And once Pi actually reaches the open mainnet, they will actually have to buy those Pi coins if a user tries to cash out Pi or withdraw Pi. Yeah, but the IOU market is obviously based on a completely different supply, which also has a huge impact on, and it cannot be withdrawn and you cannot deposit on the exchanges that list the IOUs. So in my opinion, it's basically kind of like an attempt by HTX, Bitmart, Bionomy, and SuperX. So just an attempt to profit on the huge popularity of Pi Network, because there are millions of users. So by creating those IOUs, they hope to attract users and get them to sign up on their exchange. And so if those users then use their exchange for other transactions, so to, I don't know, buy Bitcoin or trade crypto or so, they obviously make money from the trading fees. Yeah. So time will tell once we reach the open mainnet how this is going to play out, the Pi IOUs. So while technically Pi is not listed yet, but even if it's not listed yet, it already has a value. There are already vendors where you can spend your Pi. So there are already businesses, there are already individuals that are willing to sell you goods and services and let you pay with Pi at different valuations. You might not agree with the valuations, but there are already places where you can use Pi. Yeah. I wish you would be right. Don't feel I wish you would be right. Don't think we grew nearly as fast as you expected. If you have any other info, it would be nice to know. So that's also about basically the upcoming mainnet launch, which that was last year. So it took a little bit longer. I actually thought, considering everything, that we would go a little bit faster. But considering the numbers and everything, we should see the mainnet this year. So first quarter, so the next 2 months, so the next 5 months should actually bring us the open mainnet. So technically we are already on the mainnet, but it's the enclosed mainnet, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And yeah. That we had yesterday. Yeah, there's some issue with comments on old content that with Agora Pulse, it's quite frustrating. So can I mute that? Mute tab. So, I likely already replied, but it still somehow shows up. Yeah. So just mark as reviewed. And yeah, I think with that, we actually gonna call it a day. So in 25 minutes, I have another stream on my trading YouTube channel. So need a short break. Yeah, thank you guys for, let's switch here, and remind everyone, don't forget, smash the like button, hit subscribe if you aren't subscribed yet, and enable notifications so you don't miss out on future streams and videos. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you were able to get some answers to your questions today. Yeah, tomorrow is another episode of Daily Comment Chaos, or no, Comment Chaos Live, so I'm getting confused with the stream titles. Yeah, so see you there, or see you in our Discord community, or see you in one of my other videos. Till then, guys, bye-bye.